I am a birder. I've been able to say that out loud for almost a year now, but it's not been an easy road. And to my fellow birders, I apologize, because there's nothing cool about being called a birder. Even just saying the word makes me want to push up my glasses. Birder. My journey began a few years back. I was talking to a friend of mine I've known since college. She mentioned that she had seen a cedar waxwing out her window earlier that day. I said I had yet to see one. Yet. Why did I say yet? Yet made it sound like I had a list of birds I wanted to see. I should have said, what's a cedar wax thing? But no, I had said yet. It was like I had given a secret handshake to the nerdiest club in town. But she knew that handshake too. We kind of eyed each other with mistrust. If you've ever had a brother say, "Trust me," right before he gives you a wedgie, or say more specifically, he plays back the recording of you dramatically singing The Little Drummer Boy in the bathroom, then you know what I mean. To call yourself birder is just asking for a wedgie. And so because I had said yet, she knew I had a list. So I decided to dive in. I bravely said, "I think I saw a ruby crown kinglet yesterday." And to that she said, "Oh, wow." And at this point, I would like to say that there was no turning back for us, that we embraced being birders. But the truth is, neither of us could admit to anything more than liking to see birds. Not even watching birds, just liking to see a bird, not knowing anything. And that is true, I did like to see birds, but I had started to want to know more. If I heard a song I didn't recognize, I tried to identify it. And I'm actually rather proud of how many extremely rare birds and new species I found solely on the song of a robin. Every single time, how do I not know the song of a robin? And that kinglet, it took me 2 years to identify. The casual, "Oh, I saw a bird cross my line of vision" person doesn't spend 2 years trying to identify a bird. At first I thought that kinglet might be a vireo, or maybe a vireo. That's the same bird. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. In my solitary birding world, I had never heard it said aloud. But identifying that kinglet was 2 years of me skittering to and fro like a fool. And if I'm being honest, I am totally picturing a killdeer skittering to and fro. But anyway, it was 2 years of me trying to get a better look, only to have a gust of wind while I stood still blow the feathers up on the bird's head like a toupee, revealing a ruby patch, clearly marking it as a ruby crown kinglet. My friend said, "Yeah, sometimes you just gotta stand still. Because when you're moving, you can't see what's around you." And that's how we tried on the title of Bird Watcher. Not even birder yet, just bird watcher, by joking that bird watching is really just sitting on a bench looking at birds. And at this point, we would talk freely about birds, but we were still both so timid in our expertise that we wouldn't admit to anything other than liking to see a bird. Even though we'd call when we'd see a bluebird or a sandpiper, we'd even call when we had seen a sparrow. And not just a house sparrow with its gray cap, but I'm talking white crowned sparrows, white-throated sparrows, fox sparrows, song sparrows. Yet even with the ability to tell sparrows apart, I still didn't call myself a birder. It wasn't until I had gone on a walk with my brother. He asked me, "What's that bird making that chirping?" I was so proud that he asked me. And that's when I owned the title of birder, because that bird, it was a squirrel. Thank you.